What is going on, everybody? This is Aaron from 49ers First Takes YouTube channel, back with a quick video, a recap of the end of the year press conference with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan that took place a couple hours ago. I just wanted to do a real quick recap for those of you who don't have a lot of time and like condensed content. This is for you. So let's get to it, and you can get on with your day. Real quick, press conference started with the overall theme of overcoming adversity, everything the 49ers have had to deal with this year, the injuries, the Aiyuk drama, and they were still somehow able to have a winning record, make the playoffs, win a playoff game with everything that's gone on. In a general sense, you don't really deem a year where you don't win the Super Bowl a success. But if you base it on everything we've had to deal with this year and overcome, then I guess you could look at it like that. One of the things that they talked about and I think got out of the way was the Brandon Aiyuk situation. He's no longer going to be a 49er. His time with the 49ers is over. John and Kyle have never seen anything like this. Essentially, he got paid and he dipped, and they never really saw him again. They've had little to no contact for a very long time. And Kyle said in all his years in coaching, almost 22 years, he's never seen anything like it. And that's crazy. I've never seen anything like that too. I'm 46, watched a lot of football, been around a long time. Never seen a player get paid and quit. In other news, happier news, at least for Saleh, he is now the head coach, of course, of the Tennessee Titans. They hired him a couple days ago. It's still not finalized, but he is the coach of the Titans. Looks like he'll be taking some 49er assistants with him. So that's definitely something to watch. When it comes to replacing him, of course, we all know Gus Bradley is probably the in-house hire that they have kind of zeroed in on. And of course, in the press conference, they doubled down on that. I don't personally think they're going to go outside the organization and sign anybody, but you never know. But I'm pretty sure Gus Bradley is going to be the new DC, which doesn't sit well with a lot of people. I personally would like to go outside of the building and try something different instead of kind of running all the same type of defensive coordinators in here. But that's just the way Kyle and John want to do it. They talked about some injury recoveries. Bosa and Michael Williams look to be back around training camp. Alfred Collins has a shoulder injury and might require surgery. And then, of course, the situation with George Kittle, no timetable on that. Very, very new injury and surgery. So I don't expect to hear anything about that. And then it turned to the offseason. They expect to be aggressive free agency, which is something that I love to hear. Yes, last year was a reset year where they had to kind of pull the reins back, focus on the draft, and cut cost. And after the way things ended, I think in Seattle, they're going to look to replenish this roster with more talent via trade, via free agent signing. Kyle says they got to get faster. They look slow. They need slower skill position players, probably in the secondary as well. And then, of course, you focus on the draft to add to the players that you already drafted last year. We had some solid contributions from guys like CJ West, Alfred Collins, Upton Stout, and to some extent, Michael Williams. So things are looking mostly up for the 49ers this offseason. I personally would have loved to hear them say that they're going to do something about the injuries and maybe get a new health staff, but that's not going to be the case. They did touch on the electric substation outside the facility, and that they are doing some due diligence on that to see if it has any correlation with the injuries. Most people have said that it's garbage. There's no proof. But when you have the type of injuries the 49ers have, and you have agents and players worried or complaining about that, you have to look into it. So personally, I'm looking forward to the offseason. I want to see if the 49ers stay true to their word and get aggressive in free agency, trades, whatever, to make this roster better so that we can have a legitimate shot of competing with teams like Seattle and the Rams and getting ourselves back into a deep playoff run and maybe a Super Bowl. So that's it. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Depending on where you are, it's early afternoon. Right here in the East Coast, it's evening. Everyone have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys hopefully this Friday on the Cover 3 podcast. But until then, stay safe and healthy. Go Niners, and I will talk to you guys on the other side. Peace.